Tonight's episode is going to shake the Jelena fandom to its core. Because while everyone was busy buzzing about Justin Bieber singing All I Can Take and Daisies during his livestream, one moment slipped right past the entire internet, until now. A viewer left a comment on my last video pointing out something I honestly thought was impossible, that Justin might have quietly whispered Selena's name during the performance. And here's the wild part, when I slowed that audio down, I heard something too. But before I show you the timestamp and the clip that's driving fans absolutely insane, there's another detail from that stream that's even more emotional, and it happens right after Justin glances directly at the tattoo he got during his relationship with Selena Gomez. Stay with me, because the chain of moments that follow, All That Matters, the tattoo glance, and then the sudden switch to Daisies, has fans convinced Justin was tapped into old memories he never meant to show on camera. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you Justin's reaction after singing Daisies, the part that multiple viewers described as heartbreaking. So buckle up, Jelena believers and skeptics, because this one is messy in the most fascinating way. The audio that started the chaos. Before we dive into the emotional tattoo moment, we have to start with the clip that reignited an entire fandom overnight. During Justin's nearly 20-minute livestream performance, there's a quiet second, barely noticeable, where some fans swear he whispers Selena's name. It's not loud, it's not clear, but it's enough to fuel a theory storm. When I slowed it down to 0.5 speed, I personally didn't catch the last syllable, but something is definitely there. And once viewers started pointing it out, I knew I had to bring it to you so we could analyze it together. So the question is, what do you hear? Is it a stretch, or is there actually something in Justin's voice that sounds like he's saying Selena? I want you to tell me in the comments because this is one moment where the fandom needs to investigate as a team. And speaking of things we might have missed, what happens next is even more surprising. Because right after this audio moment, Justin reacts to a comment about one of his most emotional songs, and the timing could not be more suspicious. The All That Matters moment. While Justin was performing live, a member of his band brought up the song All That Matters, which we all know is one of the most personal tracks of Justin's early career. What many newer fans don't realize is that Justin himself once confirmed in an interview that the song was inspired by a time when he was in a great place in his relationship. And yes, he admitted it was about Selena Gomez. During the live rehearsal, when the band member praised the song, Justin gave a small smile, looked down for a second, and appeared to reflect, which, on its own, could mean anything. But what caught everyone off guard is what happened moments later. Justin's eyes drifted toward the exact spot of his arm where the portrait tattoo of Selena once lived. The portrait isn't as visible now, but fans know what used to be there. And the way he looked at that area has TikTok and Twitter convinced he was remembering something. Of course, we have to be clear. There is absolutely no confirmation that Justin was intentionally looking at the tattoo or thinking about Selena. That remains firmly in the realm of fan theory. But when you combine this with the audio whisper rumor and the song choices, it's no wonder Jelena fans are calling it a memory cascade moment. And what makes this even messier? Hailey Bieber was standing right beside him when it happened. Viewers noticed she glanced toward Justin, then toward the same area on his arm, almost like she picked up on the shift in his mood. Again, speculation, but it's a moment fans replayed thousands of times trying to decode it. But the real twist comes when Justin suddenly asks the band to play a song that has more connections to Selena than most people realize. Why Daisies sent the internet into a spiral. The song Justin switched to was Daisies. And on paper, sure, it's just a song. But to Selena Gomez fans, the word, Daisy, is practically a symbolism checklist. Selena's dog is named Daisy. One of her perfumes is literally called Daisy. She's been photographed with daisies styled in her hair at major events. Daisies are considered one of her favorite flowers. And in one promo video for her hit Wolves, Selena is shown pulling petals off a daisy, matching the lyric in Justin's song where he sings, throwing petals like, "Do you love me or not?" So when Justin chose daisies right after the All That Matters comment and the tattoo glance, fans saw a pattern. Whether that pattern means anything or not is up for debate, but it was enough for the Jelena side of the internet to explode with theories. Then comes the emotional blow, Justin's reaction after singing Daisies. Viewers described him as looking tired, drained, almost like the song hit him harder than he expected. One fan even said he looked emotionally flooded. And regardless of what your personal theory is, it's hard to ignore how raw his voice sounded at the end of that performance. So I want to ask you directly, do you think Justin singing Daisies was intentional? Or was it just a random pick from his catalog? Comment below and tell me your honest thoughts, because fan interpretations are wildly split right now. But the coincidences don't stop there. Because what Justin said after the performance has fans questioning whether he's tapping into old memories without realizing it. Justin's post-song mood shift. After performing Daisies, Justin shared a conversation with someone backstage where he talked about feeling tired, working hard, and how emotional the rehearsals had been. He complimented the musicians around him and seemed genuinely overwhelmed. Not necessarily in a bad way, but in a vulnerable, open way we don't always see from him. There was a moment where he said, "Sometimes it feels personal when no one's listening," and that line hit fans right in the chest. It felt like one of those rare glimpses where an artist unintentionally reveals how heavy certain memories or feelings can be. Even more interesting, Justin has been rehearsing these live streams openly on Twitch, meaning the entire world has visibility into his process before Coachella. So the question becomes, are these coincidences just heightened because fans have more footage to analyze? Or are old emotions slowly resurfacing through the music he chooses? And this brings us to the heart of today's theory. Because the truth is, even I'm questioning whether I should keep reporting these tiny moments, and that's something I want to unpack with you. The fan theory loop and why it never ends. I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes I feel like I'm living inside a TV show romance that ended years ago, but the audience refuses to let go. Jelena was a cultural phenomenon. A love story that shaped an entire generation of fans. And when you grow up with a celebrity couple like that, you almost feel attached to their timeline in ways you can't fully explain. I know some of you feel this too. When I catch myself rooting for a couple that isn't together anymore, I stop and go, this is wild. This is their real life, not a movie script. But when coincidences stack up like this, the tattoo glance, the Selena whisper rumor, the song choices, the emotional reaction, it's hard not to feel something. And that's why these fan theories keep popping up. Because even when the story has ended, the nostalgia hasn't. And nostalgia is powerful. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think Justin was tapping into old memories during this stream? Or are we all reading way too much into a setlist and a few glances? Let me know below, because your comments literally shape the next video. Here's the part that really shocked fans. At the very end of the stream, Justin began singing lines that sounded eerily similar to the lyrics of All That Matters, another moment tied to his relationship with Selena. And I have to tell you, the more footage I analyze from these rehearsals, the more patterns I see. But is it real? Is it intentional? Or is it all one big coincidence we're stitching together because we miss a storyline that felt like a real-life notebook? In my next Celeb Juices video, we're digging into a brand new clip from Justin's Coachella rehearsals that fans think proves he's entering a nostalgic era again. You're not going to want to miss that breakdown. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and jump over to my next video where the mystery gets even deeper. Because trust me, this story is just beginning.